Hi there, gorgeous, and a very happy Frugal Friday to you. If you are new and this is the first video you've seen from me, welcome. I make videos like this every Friday focusing on drugstore products. I also make videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you'd like to be notified of new ones in the future, please subscribe, and thank you in advance if you do. Today it's another must-haves, must-nots list. I have 10 different products to share with you from the drugstore that I've been testing most recently. I'll show you each of them up close and give you a full review for each one. Beginning with the Rimmel Scandaleyes Gel Liner. I didn't really care for how this one applied. It is a rather creamy formula when you get it onto the brush, and in the example I'm showing you here, the brush that I'm using is from Sigma. It is the Winged Liner E06 brush. It is my go-to brush when I am applying any kind of gel liner to my eyes, and it's a no-fail brush. It always performs beautifully. So it's not the brush's fault here, but I found this formula to be rather thick and not as creamy smooth as some other gel eyeliners have been in the past for me. So it was rather hard to get it to apply evenly onto the eyes without any bumps. So I really didn't care for the formula with this one, but I tried to make it work. It took a lot more time to apply it there than what I'm showing you. And after wearing it for 5 hours on the day that I tested it, it bled pretty badly on the inner corners of my eyes. Now that's only 5 hours of wear. I wore it longer that day, and I filmed it again at the 9-hour mark. And this is what my eyes looked like at the end of the day. So this is not one that I would recommend if you're looking for a long-lasting gel liner. This is not it. And I don't feel like you would like it from a quality standpoint in terms of the formula, nor how it wore. So this is a must not. Next product I've been using lately that I absolutely love, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this is a must have, comes from the brand Sicolor Cosmetics. This is their Golden Palette. It's the look that I'm wearing in today's video. So I'll show you up close real quickly in a mini tutorial how you can recreate this look for yourself. Beginning with this eyeshadow from the Sicolor Cosmetics palette. I use this to deepen the crease, and I also use this on the inner and outer third of the eye. These eyeshadows are extremely pigmented. You will not have any trouble with getting them from pan to eye. They blend beautifully, and the quality is superb with this palette. Then I took this medium camel shade from the palette, and I used that to blend out the edges of the darker brown that I had applied in the crease, and basically blend all around the eye to get rid of harsh lines and diffuse the edges. Finally, I went in with this green eyeshadow. This is such a gorgeous shade. It's absolutely stunning, very shimmery. I did have to apply this one wet. So what you're seeing here is I took a little bit of the eyeshadow on a brush, sprayed it with some setting spray, and then applied it onto my eye, and that helped to intensify the eyeshadow. If you don't do that, it goes on pretty well, but it's not as intense as what you're seeing here. Love this look. It's one that I was wearing in a video recently, and it got a lot of questions from many of you asking how I did the eyes. So I wanted to include that in this video in the hopes that you'll find it helpful if you were interested in recreating that look for yourself. And this palette, extremely affordable. It's actually a dupe for a Natasha Denona palette, her gold palette. I haven't had the opportunity to compare the two side by side, so I can't really say for certain if it's exact or not, but when you look at the pictures online and you compare the two, they are really similar. And based on my experience with Sicolor Cosmetics in the past and comparing them to high-end makeup brands, they do a really great job of duping things like this. So if you're looking for an alternative for the Natasha Denona palette, I think you'd be most pleased with this one, and it's one that I have been using a lot lately. So must have. I'm struggling with pregnancy congestion. Oh, thank God we're at the end, right? 3 more weeks to go. So if you hear like nasal, that's what's going on with me. The next product I have to share with you is the Flower Blush Balm. I love this product. This is a cream blush. The shade that I'm showing you here is Nectar. I reviewed this as part of my top, I don't remember what the title of the video was, but it was my top cream blushes from the drugstore. If you happen to miss it, I'll have it linked for you below. And this is one of my most favorites of the moment. It's one that I've been picking up and using a lot lately. It's beautiful on the skin. It gives you a very subtle color and it's extremely easy to blend in. So if you're looking for a new cream blush to try, I cannot recommend those enough to you. Must have. Another must have that I have to share with you is a new product that came out from Ardell. At least I think that it's new. It's the first time that I saw it recently when I was in Sally Beauty. They came out with a false eyelash cleaning kit. I have been waiting for a drugstore company to come out with something like this because it's desperately needed in the marketplace. When you get this little kit, it comes with a spray and a brush for cleaning the lashes. I personally didn't use the brush. I feel like it would be a little too harsh, so not for me. But the way that you use this is you take the spray your lash, allow it to sit for about 5 minutes or so. You really don't need much more time than that. And after that time has elapsed, the glue peels right off of the band. No having to worry about ripping lash fibers out or destroying your lashes, because I know that is one of the times when you're most likely to destroy a pair of lashes is when you're cleaning them. But this cleaning solution makes it a lot easier. So I'm really, really happy to say that this is a must-have if you wear false eyelashes a lot and you're looking for something that will help preserve your lashes longer, or you've had lashes in the past that you've destroyed simply from trying to remove the glue. Please give this product a try. You would absolutely love it. Another product that was released recently that I have been loving are these new Colorsquad lipsticks from the brand Joah. I did a whole video on these, swatched each one, both on my hand and my lips. If you missed that video, I'll have it linked for you below. Out of the bunch, I think it was 20 shades total that came out. My most favorite shade was the one called Yaaas, simply because it's a beautiful nude shade that looks like my lip color but better. And that's the lipstick that I'm wearing in today's video, and this has become my go-to. I love how creamy the formula is with these, and they last a pretty good long time on the lips too. They don't make your lips look dry, cracked, which is another plus, and just a great formula all the way around. So if you're looking for a new lipstick to try, highly recommend those Joah Colorsquad lipsticks. LA Girl recently came out with these Glitterholic glitter toppers. There are 8 different colors to choose from, beautiful arrangement of shades. And the way that you're supposed to use these is apply them over the top of an eyeshadow look, or you can apply them to the eyes all by themselves. Either way, they look extremely beautiful. Usually when I apply glitter onto the eyes, I use the NYX glitter glue primer to get it to stick. Although sometimes I have noticed with some glitter products in the past I haven't had to do that, and because the glitter is of such quality, it doesn't move around or transfer. So I tested these out that way also, but I will just tell you that you do need a glitter glue primer when you are applying these onto the eyes, because if you don't, then they will transfer, move around, they look pretty terrible. So the one that I use is from NYX, and I really recommend it. But if you love glitter and you're looking for a product like this, I think you'd be most happy with these because they are very pigmented and a rich look. It doesn't take much to get a really vibrant payoff with these. So high quality, highly recommend. Profusion Cosmetics came out with these new iconic 3D faux mink lashes. Within this boxed set, they give you 5 pairs of lashes, and you also get an eyelash adhesive. So that's a pretty good value right there. These lashes do have a black band. It's not thick, it's very flexible and easy to use, very easy to apply these. I was most impressed with how they went onto the eyes and how they felt after the initial application. Now it goes without saying that lash styles are a very personal thing. It is, and it really depends on your own unique eye shape too, as to finding the right lash to accentuate your eye shape. And I personally didn't care for the style of these. I mean, they looked okay, but they weren't my most favorite. But putting that aside, when you look at the quality of these lashes, how much you get for the amount that you're spending, I do feel like they are a must-have, and I would highly recommend them if you are looking for some new lashes to try. Another product from LA Girl that I tried recently is their lip primer. This is a matte base, and it advertises itself as being an anti-feathering type of product. So it's supposed to help keep your lipsticks intact and prevent bleeding and feathering of the lipstick outside the lip line. So I wanted to try this one out. I paired it up with my NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Don't Stop. I love the color, The problem with it is that after I apply it, it instantly bleeds outside of my lip line and it feathers horribly after I've been wearing it all day. And it's one that I usually have to pair up with a lip liner. So I wanted to test it out with this product to see if that would help extend the wear time of the lipstick. After wearing that lipstick for 5 hours, this is what my lips looked like up close. And unfortunately, you can see the feathering and the bleeding starting to happen outside of my lip line. And this is still one that I would feel better about wearing a lip liner with. The lip liner does help to cut down a little bit on that bleeding and feathering. And while this product did help to contain some of it, it didn't really do a fabulous job, and it wasn't what I felt like was being advertised. So in this instance, I'm going to label this as a must not. Another product I tried from Profusion Cosmetics most recently is their Lash Out Loud Mascara. This promises to give you length, volume, and lift, and this is their black shade. I didn't really like this formula. It was rather thin. It's nothing like a volumizing formula should be, and I applied this on my lower lashes one day also when I was testing out the other products that I've shared with you in this video, and it flaked pretty badly under my eyes. I don't think it'll come across on camera, but I noticed small traces of this underneath my eyes. So I was not happy with this one and didn't like how it made my lashes look either, so I'm going to label it as a must not. But I will leave you with a must-have. If you caught the video earlier this week on the Battle of the Drugstore liquid eyeliners, then you've already heard me rave about this next product. If you missed that video, I'll have it linked for you below. And that is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This has become my new go-to. I'm not a huge fan of the brush, personally, because it is a little hard to work with, and because it's such a fluid formula, it's really easy to make a mistake with this one. If they could take this and put it into a pen, this formula, I would be over the moon happy. But I love it because it's a very rich matte black pigment. It dries down quickly, not quick enough to where you can't work with it, but quick enough to where it's not going to bleed all over the place, and it lasts all day. It's one of the best drugstore liquid liners I've tried recently. So if you're looking for a new one to try, highly recommend. If you're interested in any of the products that I shared with you in today's video, I'll have all of them listed and linked for you below. Feel free to share your must-haves and must-nots of the moment. Would love to hear your choices also. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch, and I want to wish you a beautifully blessed weekend ahead. I'll see you next week.